Wintergreen. Wintergreen's fine, but peppermint and spearmint, get it out of here.
What about Big Red?
Cinnamon? I like cinnamon. You don't like cinnamon?
Big Red
or flavors?
I mean, Big Red is.
I haven't had it. Did they even make it anymore?
I don't know, man. That was back in the day for sure.
Those commercials, that long wait goes on and on. Say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Something with Big Red.
Yep, exactly.
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona sauce? Too bad, only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
This week's episode is brought to you by Worldwide Zilla Entertainment. WWZ is already dominating the action in the Theta NFT space with gyms available in Theta Zilla Club and Tygon's Discord with more coming soon, TM. And now they're ready to take their talents to ETH. You want interoperability? Come and get it. ETH projects will soon be able to host PFP battles in their Discords, all powered by Mactastic and Pixillas, the heroes we need but don't deserve.
Pop is popping and locking. Magnum scrutinizing. Papa Max Pinecast.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 30 of the Zilly Award-winning Poppin' Mags Pinecast. And Mags, that is the right count up.
You didn't count anything up, though. What did you count up?
The episode number.
That's the episode. I don't think that's a count up.
Well,
right? That's just the episode
only
is.
Count up. The other ones are reverse countdowns.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying last week I totally botched it, right? So
you botched everything last week.
I know. I really did.
You always do. I usually fix it, but I was like, not this time, my friend. Not this time.
Not this time, and deservedly so. All right, so let's get right into the actual reverse countdowns. The interns came through this week for me properly. We got K-Fuel coming in at 334 days since we were promised. I don't know. What are you thoughts of by the end of the year? I'm thinking January at a minimum.
No, not.
You're thinking 2024 at a minimum.
K-Fuel, dude. I bought those. I bought the shield. Well,
oh yeah.
I think it was on Super Bowl Sunday because this was like beyond imminent. Whatever beyond imminent is.
I think that is beyond imminent, right?
It was like when I bought it though. It was like strap yourself in, and then nothing happened for like 8, 9 months, 10 months. So if you're telling, I mean, what have you seen or heard to make you think that you'd even see something in January?
Nothing publicly. Yeah.
What did I spend like $2,500 on that?
Oh,
because it was imminent, and that's them saying it's imminent, but nothing's happened.
Yeah.
So
that's the danger of putting.
It's funny when you're the optimistic one. That's funny.
Yeah, that is the danger of putting time frames on stuff, right? Because then people take you at your word, and decisions are made based on that. And
I'd like to be taken on my word, but
I think you are. Are you not?
I don't know. I mean, but like, if I don't deliver, then I say that.
That's true. You are humble. We all know this.
Everyone knows that. That's probably why we won.
Yeah. All right. So our play staking is that we're now up to 353 days. I think I have to take the DEX off because I did see, even though it was
bullshit. It's DEX connected.
What do you mean?
We can't. We're not. What we should. So apart from the money we've already spent on these NFTs that are absolutely nothing for us, that everyone else outside of the United States could use to interact with this DEX, we'd actually still have to buy shit on our own.
Yeah, well, yeah, we would have to buy them. Yeah.
No, bullshit. We shouldn't have to do anything.
It is a DEX, though.
But everyone else didn't have to buy their shit because they got it like they were supposed to. I don't think you separate them. I mean, I'm
not disagreeing with you that it's,
No, but I don't. You don't get it. They don't get a victory lap. Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing.
You're trying to dismiss it.
No, but listen, it's not even them that set it up. It was a community member that set it up.
Who set it up?
I don't know. Somebody in the community.
Yeah, some shadow member of the community. I don't care. Because people got their coins that weren't in the U.S. or they bought them on a private sale or something.
And they weren't in the U.S. because even the people that bought private can't get them.
So
That's not funny. And these guys actually put money down, and some of them listened to us, dude.
See, that's why I feel even worse than if people listened to us and then they bought into it.
Exactly.
Because of that. That's a freaking shame.
Yeah. So some of the 10s and 10s participated in the token sale and happened to live in the United States and can't get their tokens.
That's some bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, anyone who did that.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't live in the United States.
Yeah. But all right. So, I mean, 353 token drop. That's us getting our tokens. That's 436 days since we were told we would have our R play and
That's
our
over a
wallet.
year.
Well over a year. Yeah. We got Space Junk now coming in 192 days. I mean, still no signs there. Crickets, as they say. Speaking of crickets, we had a TGIF sighting in the Outliers Discord.
Did we?
That's about it. Up to 88 days.
That's the utility of the Outliers Discord is TGIF.
Lately, that's accurate. I know you like to throw the Dr. Mark drinks on here. That's up to 569 days at this point.
We're keeping everyone accountable, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
You know, even if they're your buddy, you know, we gotta do it.
This one's just tough though. It's like how's he supposed to? He definitely dropped the ball twice.
If only he was at ThetaCon this previous year.
He dropped the ball twice,
and it was brought up, and he could have done something about it. That's what I'm saying.
I think we have to take some responsibility for this because if we had the count up going into ThetaCon 23, I would imagine it'd be off the count up at this point.
Andrea brought it up. She introduced that count up live at ThetaCon.
Oh.
Do you not remember?
I do. Was he in the room? He might have been. He was.
If you got a mug, he better been.
Listen, hey, I tried, man. I tried. And I thought this was going to be a 1 week showing for the Pogs, but I'm still looking for this email, and now it's 60 days from the Pog redemption email. So
odds you get Mondayed. I hope
so.
This.
I hope so. I mean, honestly, out of all of these, that's the one that I would say has the highest probability of Mondaying me, but it would be a nice Monday.
So for new listeners or international listeners, getting Mondayed is we record this part Sunday night usually, and I edit Monday night, and news comes out Monday, so we don't have time to put anything new in there, and then so we're already a week behind by the time it comes out Tuesday morning.
Yep, exactly. We're a newspaper.
So that's Mondayed. We're like a newspaper without the funnies.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, definitely no coupons.
No.
So we had a little pre-production meeting and you had mentioned there's a new count up that we need somebody from the 10s and 10s.
Let's be clear. We had me saying we got to wait till the first half of this game's over to see if my stuff hits.
See if your parlay is still alive.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a parlay. I mean, that was a parlay of one, but it's dead. So
it was kind of a parlay. It was a parlay in its own bet. In its own
right. I like those odds though. Still juicy. I would take it again. But anyways, yes.
They'd give it to you again too.
Yeah. So you were saying pre-production meeting?
Yeah, we had one of the 10s and 10s chime in about a possible addition to the count ups.
That's right.
I know it was 5 minutes ago.
My boy Theta York. You ever hear of him?
Theta York, quickly increasing in the power rankings here on the Papa Max Pinecast.
Watch out, buddy. Watch out.
Ooh, I don't know, Buddy. We're going to talk about Buddy later. Buddy is secure in his position.
No, that's true. That's true. Okay, so there was a tweet about in January. I'll just read it because I can't summarize. In January, Logan Paul announced a $1.5 million plan to compensate investors after his crypto NFT project, CryptoZoo, reportedly rug pulled. 11 months later, no money has been returned. And then Theta York says, time to put him on the clock at Papa Megs. So I think I take the advice from my buddy and pal Theta York, and we put your bro Logan Paul on the clock. Put him on.
Oh, he's not my bro, but it has been 321 days since that video on January 3rd. And we got a bunch of rug pulled individuals out there waiting on whatever it is that he's going to do. 1.5 million give back. So I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah. So we'll keep him on. I mean, what do you think happens first? Dr. Mark gets Andrea the 2 drinks, or Logan Paul pays back this 1.5 million?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's close, though. It could be close.
It could be close, but I would think the drinks actually have a chance of happening. The other one, I'm not so sure.
Gotcha. So thank you. And you could add us all anytime, or you can send us an email to popamags@gmail.com. So yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Theta York. We appreciate the content there. But yeah, so
time out. Speaking of Theta York, you can go on popamags.com, the number 2 place to go for Papa Mags content. We have a count up, a reverse count up or something, board on there, and you can see Theta York's retirement date. He's got a long way to go. So did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that. Yes, that's incredible. I also know that one of the two of us is pretty close to retirement, and it happens to be that person's birthday this past week. So happy birthday, sir. I hope you had a great day. I heard you went to Olive Garden.
No comment. I'm cutting this out.
No, you're not.
Thank you. Why not?
Because you're not gonna.
We talked about this like 3 weeks ago.
What do you mean? That I'm not?
You're not going to bring it up.
I didn't bring it up on your birthday.
You just did.
I waited until afterwards.
Oh, what a gentleman. Okay.
I know. See?
All right.
So, hey, listen, obviously, I think the story of the week here is Pogs, in my opinion. And, we obviously had Kyler on last week, and I have to, before we get into this, I have to issue an apology to the 10s and 10s. We had a major guest lined up, and I just didn't close the deal. And it's completely my fault. I was ready. I thought it was closed, and it wasn't closed. So you're going to have to wait a week, and we'll see what happens then.
I thought you were going to blame this on Carlos, but nice that you're taking the high road on this.
Yeah, it was Carlos's fault, but I'm trying to be more humble. But,
gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, so we had Kyler on last week, and I know that I was like impressed with what was said, and I thought that there was some serious Omega dropped as far as opportunities, and I front run. I don't know how do you say that?
Sound like me.
Yeah, I think I just made up a word or two. But I got out in front of this, and it's nothing new. We kind of knew about it from the first episode where you went out and made your big brain play and bought the Solana NFTs to get the staking rewards for Pogger.
Yep.
But I went and did the same thing, and I was 100% sure that there was just going to be a run on those. I couldn't believe it. Like, we got through the day on Tuesday, and nobody really had done any purchasing of those. And then Buddy Theta comes along and he grabbed a couple. So I just want to break this down for people because, my mind is blown on this. So basically right now, as of, an hour ago, you can go on to the Solana NFT site, Magic Garden, right? Magic Eden. There it is. Like Olive Garden just stuck in my head. Sorry. But you could get a base NFT, Pog NFT, for about, call it $150. It's really $148, but $150. And these things stake, very easy to set up, and you get one Pogger per day. POGR. That is a Solana token, right? And the big news that we got last week was that these Pogger tokens are swapping over for Pog coin at a rate of 40 or 50 to 1.
Or 42.50 to 1.
Or 42 or 42.5. There could be a decimal point, but I'm just running my numbers based on 40 to 1, which is the low end. So from now, if you buy it now and you put it and you stake it until April 30th, then you earn 5,600 Pog coin. $5,600 over that course for $140.64, which is a cost of a little over 2.5 cents per pod coin. Plus, you still have the NFT. And Kyler mentioned that these things were going to stake in perpetuity. Now, I don't know what that piece of it looks like or how much is going to be going forward, but it did seem like it was some kind of like revenue kickback into the staking pool that was going to happen. Don't know the full story. But you could also buy a rare one, which is the next step up. That'll cost you $291. Those you get 2.5 Pogger per day. And by the end of April, you got 14,000 Pog coin for $291. And that is at 2 cents per. All right. So I went out there and thought that was the big brain play of the week and grabbed a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And, others followed suit. You made the biggest brain play, and did this 2 months ago.
Right.
And had some multipliers and stuff like that. Well, then all of a sudden,
multipliers there was an extended earning period for the stake in the Pogs.
Yeah.
Where they earned at a really high rate. So.
Yep. Awesome.
So that's what that was about.
So, but now our boy Buddy Theta, who listens to us, there's no doubt about it, and actually made a move based on our conversation with Kyler. He went out there and he bought some Solana Pogs, and I chatted with him a few times throughout the week of what my math was and what his math was, and our math matched really close, and it made sense. Like, it just made sense to go get these things. Well, then all of a sudden he finds this site called Famous Fox, because once you buy a Solana NFT Pog, you're like invited into that chat room after you verify your wallet. And in there, it talks about this thing, Famous Foxes. And so he goes on there and they have this Pogger listed for sale. And there's no exchange for it. There's no DeFi. There's no liquidity pool. It's just people are able to list tokens on this site and sell them. And you pay a 2% fee. And that's what it is. So he finds this thing and he just buys everything. Black Friday, like, goes nuts. And leaves some scraps left behind after he triples the price. But even as of right now, you can go on there and you can still, as of right now, get 170,000 Pog coin tokens worth of Pogger. So divide that by 40 at an average price of under a penny, 0.008 cents as of right now. So, I mean, Buddy Theta for the absolute monster victory this week. And, hearing stories like this just makes me so happy. Like, I know that not a lot of people listen to us, but the fact that he went out there and did this, like, I'm tickled by that. You know what I mean?
So who do you think, because it's been getting refreshed, people are just dumping them on there, right?
Well, I mean,
what is the 412 on that?
Well, they're kind of sticking around the 0.005 Solana mark.
Right.
They were well underneath that when Buddy was just ripping through them. But that's about, they've kind of hung out right there, and that's where they're hanging out right now. I think it was like 0.0048 right now.
Yeah, right now there's probably 1,100, 1098, 1099 that are 0.0048.
Right. So
2160 at 0.005.
Yeah. So, I mean, It does seem like they are starting to become a little more available at that point once they're getting scooped out. But these things are swapping at 40 to 1. And I was curious. Minimum 40 to 1. Right. From what we're told. So, you had brought up how's this going to work? You found the token Pogger, right? And 11 million are in circulation. Yep. So I reached out to him. I was like, how, the math doesn't add up, because this is a 200 million token pool. And we both noticed there's over 11 million in circulation. So 11 million times 40 is a lot more than 200 million. And that's the size of the pool, because it was 10% of 2 billion. So I reached out to Kyler. I was like, how's this going to work? 40 to 1 on Pogger, but you got 11 million circulating. And he basically came back and was like, yeah, there's about 4 million in circulation that are community related. The ones that are for the team and like Pogs, those are going to just be held or burned, and they're not going to be eligible for the 40 to 1 as this part of it. The team has a separate set of tokens that are going to be available to them on the Pog coin. So
I saw the timestamps on that you sent me. He got like right back to you when you sent that.
yeah, no, he did real quick. Yeah. He seems like he's like always connected. I really like Kyler. He's a good guy.
Plugged in.
Yeah, for sure.
While I'm in the clouds.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I mean, it was a pretty fun week just seeing that happen. The whole Famous Foxes thing, man, that blew my mind.
When I bought that super rare.
Oh
week,
yeah. Well, yeah.
Because you're like, oh wow, that's great. And then wait a second, I'm confused with this math.
Well, you get 10. Those get 10 per day, right? So
Right.
basically 400 Pog coin per day you're earning with that thing. So that's solid.
Sure.
And then in perpetuity, in some manner. So yeah. So that was how that went. I mean, that was fun. Now, I did notice this week on the Twitter or the X, whatever you want to call it, looks like our boy Ghost J Noah, Theta Pup Season 2 coming out. Did you see that?
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, you saw it.
I saw it. You didn't see it?
I
No,
did
know
see
you saw
it.
it. You just said it. Yeah, I know. I'm paying attention.
Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure. I know that he brought up like breeding and things of that nature. I'm not sure what exactly that looks like, but I just checked Theta Rarity and it says coming soon.
You should check out the Discovery Channel, Popper.
Okay.
You're not sure how breeding works.
They breed NFTs on there?
Well, you didn't specify that.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about NFT project.
Okay.
So sorry. Yeah, my apologies for confusing you.
Okay.
Speaking of confusing, I did see on Twitter today something about olives in a Pringles can. Talk about confusing. First of all, the only thing I'm doing with olives in a Pringles can is throwing them at people because those things are nasty.
Yeah, I like olives. I'm not putting them in a Pringles can, Phil.
You
I'm
like
not
them in
going
the
out of my
garden,
way to
yeah.
eat olives. Stop with the Olive Garden. There's no more than 50 people that could know what you're talking about. I'd say it's even less of people that actually paid attention, but yeah, that's making a comeback this week. Appreciate that.
Oh, sorry. Had to do it though.
It was a bad night.
Yeah. We've all had a few of those. So hold on. Now we are a Pinecast, and I did see some pretty exciting news posted in the new SPS Discord having to do with the mudras.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Any idea what that's all about?
It sounded like James, the rare robot, is going to it's funny, so let me just go back. So the mudras came out a while ago, like April 22 or something ish, April, May ish.
Yeah, year and a half.
And we were all waiting for the portal to get us to the Grove to open up. And then I was like, hey, what's the deal with these? And I was saying from the beginning, I'm like, hey, they look like cans, like canisters.
Yes, you were.
So it appears that James, the rare robot, there's 67 mudras. He has 67 customs, and there's probably going to be, I don't know, a challenge. I don't know when, but I know he's made the customs, and he basically, if you have a mudra, for every mudra, you can get a custom. So that's how that's going to work.
Wow. I saw.
And there's some crazy customs in there too.
Yeah.
Of just what was teased. A pine goo predator. Another predator with a no mercy blindfold. I mean,
yeah, that's the one I hope I get. Call me, Metal Cooler. Call me. Yeah, there's some beauties for sure, but there's also a few on there, and just gonna say it, like, that I hope I don't get. But yeah,
Yeah, but
We'll
I
see.
mean, think about.
I think the odds are higher right now, like of getting one that you like versus one that you probably don't want.
But I mean, but too. It's like you open a can, you're getting guaranteed custom. Like so.
Right, but yeah.
And I think Chief got that 750.
Yeah, it was
He
listed
got-
for 750. He went and just grabbed it.
I know you were contemplating going after it yourself.
Yeah. I almost pulled the trigger, and then I tried to. I'm in lowball season. I'm only buying. So I threw an offer out there. It didn't get, and then Chief took it. So hey, good for Chief. I hope he gets something nice.
Yep.
Just not as nice as the one I get. But yeah, that's cool. Any idea when this may or may not happen?
I would put it till next year. It's not. I don't think it's going to happen by the end of this year, which is less than a month away. But
Yeah,
I
much less.
I'm going to guess. This is just a Mag's guess, so don't put me on any clocks. But January. But
all right, January.
That's
noted.
my guess.
No, hey Carlos, January.
Yeah. What do you do with the benefit of the doubt? He's like early January, so up to January 30th. I have to get it for it to happen.
There you go. Yeah, well, that's cool. I'm glad to see something happen with them. You know, it was always a big what is this? And it certainly did look like a canister. And yeah, that should be nice.
Well, that's you. I mean, that's a nice way to get the more customs in people's hands. Because who was that one guy? Something pineapple prickly. He bought one a few months back for like $250. Like there was a bid or something.
Wow. Now I know you had done the math a while back of like how many of these 200 were not given out yet. Is this 67? Does that fill up the 200?
No.
There's still more.
Because there was like 100 or just over 100 that were left. But
okay, so you still got room to play.
There's still room to play. I think his thing too is like he would like. I briefly talked to Rare about it, and he would just like all of them opened up, so he doesn't want to hold back on this stuff. So let's just get in the people's hands, and the Mudra is the rarest of the artifacts. There's only 67 of them, so you know what I mean. It's kind of fit in that.
Yeah,
they're being rewarded for either making those challenges or buying it, regardless of what they bought it for. If it was cheap or it was expensive, they're still getting value back
they took a chance
for that. Yeah. So I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, and honestly, this project's over 2 years old. Let's get them out. I agree with that.
And I encourage everyone to open all their cans.
Just like you did.
Just like I did. I didn't hold anything back.
That's right. So speaking of holding back, G-Pool had been holding back a lot of these T-Fuel earnings that people were staking with them. Did you happen to see that they are no longer doing the T-Fuel staking?
I know I posted in our group to see if anyone was going to take a look at that video that I found, and I think somebody did.
Probably Simple Pine. I can imagine. Watch that. I can't. Those are some that I get like 45 seconds in. I'm like, nah. Can't do it.
No,
it's just nonsense.
D got what is it? D-Guard or whatever? Is that his name?
D.
He's got his picture's like the thing for like the Bob's Furniture commercial.
Yes, it is.
What the hell's up with that?
That's his. Remember back?
Does Bob's Furniture know about this? No, I remember ThetaCon the year before, but I probably don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Well, they had that big setup there, like the G-Twin, is that what it was called or something like that? I don't know. I didn't get in the booth, but
some like metaverse thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was like his twin or whatever. That's my guess.
Okay.
I don't have no idea.
So you can find D-Guard at mybobs.com. Is that what it is?
Bob's Furniture. Yep. But yeah, no, so the T-Fuel staking there went offline, and then all of a sudden everybody else that's staking T-Fuel not at G-Pool, the stakes went way up because they were staking so much. So I mean, I guess I just don't understand, like, how is it more economical for me to just stake T-Fuel like on my computer and pay the minimal charge of electricity that it costs than it is for him to run as many as he does. Like, it isn't things usually get cheaper as you do more. I guess I don't get that.
Well, you don't know business, Popper.
I don't. That's true.
No. Yeah, I don't know. He was saying something about. I think he was crying about that after he was exposed the before the first ThetaCon. How many people we have employed? Well, that might be your first problem because you're just
right. What are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing? Because all you need is to have the equipment and to monitor it and make sure it's hooked up, right? So.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, hopefully this means that. I mean, he made it sound like they were losing so much money hosting this. Well, now that they're not, maybe they can start paying out the IL pools a little bit more that they had promised. So can't wait for Buddy Theta's next update on that.
What's going on with G-Note? What's going on with G-Note?
I have no idea, man.
We haven't had a G-Note updated in a while.
Yeah, that's one thing I never got into. I know you did. You actually know more about it than I do.
G-Note? I know nothing about G-Note.
Okay. I don't either.
And we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the Staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all, safe, as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the Doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max Pinecast.
But speaking of tokens, Levita, the Japanese Levita's kind of pumping pretty good.
Pumping. Well, everything is kind of like dumping right now, I believe.
Oh well, I meant earlier in the week. I haven't looked today.
Oh well, there was an announcement, right? Are you talking about it was listed on an exchange? Is that what you're going?
No, I was just actually going to go with how easy and cool of a staking process Levita has.
Okay.
Do you have Levita?
I mean, I do have some Levita. I mean, it's down 22.4% right now in the last 24 hours.
Ooh.
I know that's not a good sign.
Ooh.
But so anyways, go ahead.
No, so I had, obviously staking Theta, you get the airdrop of Levita. And I had just not done anything with it, you
didn't stake it?
Not originally, no, I didn't.
You remember what I did because I stopped staking some Theta? I bought like all the I bought a shit ton of the free drop stuff and was opening it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And then I burnt those to get Levita. And I hit one of the like super rare ones from the second set, and I think I'm the only one to burn it because there's only 50 of them, and it says there's 49 left in circulation.
Wow!
But I guess if it's economical, so right now it looks like, especially now with the price down, but even if it was up to 2.5 cents, I still don't think the prices on Theta drop are worth it to buy it and burn it. So,
gotcha.
When I did the math, yeah.
Gotcha.
But anyways, yeah. But that's how I did it.
So you're staking it currently?
I am. I don't know. I actually unstaked it when it spiked up to like 3 cents,
Yeah.
And then I went up restaking it. I think there must have been some thing that happened when it was staken because I wasn't earning anything. So that's why I was like, why the hell am I staking this?
Well,
I think there was an issue.
Happened.
Yeah.
Oh, there was?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
tell me.
Well, I was going to say, like, the way it works for me is you stake it and it just kind of it continues to add to your stake. So you don't earn it separately. It just keeps on compounding, which I think is pretty cool.
I understand that. I see it now since I've restaked it, but the previous stake, I wasn't getting anything on it.
Well, why didn't you tell me that it
was
compounded?
staked. Well, because it stopped even giving me anything. So why would I? I think there was something with the stake, and I don't know if we had to unstake and restake it, and that's why. And I was still under. I don't know. I could be wrong. Buddy will tell me. But
Yes. Can't wait.
I'm pretty sure I received no benefits for like a couple months for it, like nothing. It was the same balance every time I looked, and it was staking.
Ew.
So I unstaked it, getting ready to hope for another pump and then sell. Lock in some gains, and then I was like,
Somewhat?
oh well, I don't know. Yeah, gains.
I have to
But
look that up.
and none of this is financial advice. This is a cautionary tale. So I can say that, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So then I was like, oh, let me stake it. And then I staked it again, and then it started earning.
Strange.
So I think maybe there might have been something with the staking. I don't know if there was something where they're like, hey, you need to unstake it and restake it. And I never did anything with it. So maybe that's why I didn't get anything. I don't know. I'm speculating. Not financial advice.
Okay.
Levita.
So I happened to have somebody send me a link to an open Theta listing this week, just recently,
Okay.
actually. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
It is a Pop and Mags NFT.
I got to look this up.
Yeah, the only difference is Popper's inverted. He's like in the mirror.
What?
Compared to the real one. Yes.
Wait.
For the winner of the Pop and Mags race or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh! I did not know that. I gotta take a look. Sorry, go ahead.
I think this might be.
Did you see it?
IP infringement here.
Did you look at this?
Yes, I looked at it. I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
Your thoughts?
You're inverted, Popper. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a heck of a prize. 50,000 it's listed for.
Huh. And if it sells, what's our cut?
Nothing.
I don't know, but why would we not get anything? That's our image.
Well, we used our image for there. So it's just this is tied to the stream and event race that we were part of because there was skins in the metaverse.
And what did we get for it?
We got our skins to people in the metaverse.
So nothing. Okay, got it.
50,000. You buying that?
Yeah. Let me go right now. Yeah. All right. So I'm surprised you didn't see that before, but there you go.
Nobody tells me anything.
Well, this is just brand new off the press. I think it was just listed recently. So I saw your boy, Joey TV.
That's not
okay. We got a Winston Goodfellow stocking stuffer challenge coming up. So
okay.
I mean, I don't know what this is about. It looks like a drop, and then it also looks like a challenge, and there's 100 packs. So I'm not exactly sure what this looks like, but it was posted on Twitter. And just the thing that I find kind of funny is that you had to burn NFTs to earn these burning wheels, and now you get to burn the burning wheels to earn other NFTs. It's like kind of a cycle there, but I thought that was funny.
Well, you can't make a motorcycle without wheels.
That's true.
Or a car,
That's true.
A functional one anyway, right?
Yeah.
So are you taking part?
Well, I have a bunch of the burning wheels because I did have a bunch of the cars from way back on the first drop, so I was able to earn some of those. So
you're one of Joey TV's biggest supporters?
Listen, probably the only one he threatened to sue that bought some of the stuff. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So before we move farther, I do have an issue with Theta Drop right now that I want to bring up. And dude, I need answers here because.
So why are you asking me?
There was, I'm trying to remember why, I think it was just a drop, right? We got 120 T fuel that was given to us, I think, for being a bronze, right?
Mm-hmm. I've brought this up. Yeah. Popper.
Well, how
ahead.
does this work? Because
You have
I've
okay.
spent a
I'll tell
bunch
you.
of T fuel.
Yeah, it's not first in, first out though. They're making it last in, last out. So
it's
or
got to
they're
be your
making it
last
last out.
120.
So basically, if you want Popper to take take everything you can off of T fuel, other than that, then put an offer for something to me. We'll test it out. Put an offer for something of mine for the whole thing, then you'll get that, and then I could do the same with what I have.
Oh wow! I mean,
but
ridiculous.
It has to be it is ridiculous. I've brought this up before, but nobody cared about it until it affected them. Is I think what I'm hearing, because I brought this up a while ago, but
yeah,
I am ahead of my time. But so what Popper's saying is, Theta Drop was gracious enough to give us a little T fuel, depending on what level you had, but you couldn't withdraw it; you had to spend it. However, some engineer idiot, you can't spend it unless it's the last T fuel in your account.
Right. It doesn't count as being spent unless you spend all your T fuel. And it's crazy. Like I've been spending T fuel, and it just I looked, I was like 120 still locked. Like, why is that?
Yeah.
I've spent more than 120. Like, thanks for nothing. You know, this does me no good.
It's insane. Absolutely. We should test that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. It was bothering the hell out of me.
It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. Like, just don't even give me the 120.
There shouldn't have been a limitation. It should be the first.
Yeah, agreed. Here's 120 T fuel. Do whatever you want with it. Ridiculous. So, did you see the massive trade this week that occurred?
No.
It involved Steamboat.
Dude, wait, time out. Steamboat's a bronze now. Did you hear about this?
He
has bronze level. He was a USD, no bronze level. Now all of a sudden he's making T fuel only. So I think it's time to put Steamboat on some kind of clock, because no warning whatsoever. Now for going bronze, being a trader. I say stick. I say stick to being non-bronze, because he's sending USD offers all day. I am a bronze, but I've already admitted my mistakes. I haven't heard, the guy doesn't say anything, but all he does is he keeps sending USD offers, and I think that is not right. Now that he is high roading everyone with his bronze. What's bronze? $20?
I have no idea. I haven't looked in forever. I don't care about that.
You are bronze though.
Yeah, I'm a bronze, but I can't get it off there
because you like Katy Perry.
Locked.
Yeah,
it's locked like my.
Because of Katy Perry, your girl. Fuel. You wouldn't have that if it wasn't for Katy Perry.
That's a fact, and neither would you.
She murdered a nun.
And neither would you, and you knew that, and you still made that choice.
Yeah, well, but technically, Mac's the only one that could give me shit for that.
Well, technically, I'm giving.
Well, I did give everyone else. Well, yeah, technically, I did give everyone else shit for it before I.
Technically, you did. Mac can give you the most because he stayed true to his loop.
Fair. Okay, I'm definitely in the wrong. Yep. But I can take the high road over Steamboat. But anyways.
Okay. Well, listen, there was a massive trade. You obviously don't follow the boards anymore. You've been off of the Theta Drop boards, it seems.
I've been busy I was busy last week. I was busy this week. Come on. But boards, come on.
That's true. Steamboat traded a Dragon Prime.
What?
Yes. He traded a Dragon Prime.
What? For what?
Dude, all right. So now think about any other NFT on Theta Drop, and tell me that you could get this much for it. A full token set of the T-verse token NFTs that gives you 30,000 Syndex, and it gives you the lifetime access to the competition, the annual competition. An orange token, which gives you 5K Syndex. 15 of the regular tokens, which is another 15K Syndex. So 50,000 Syndex there in tokens, plus the NFT for the basically like the golden key, right? 22 Fuse Guardians, a Sentinel Prime, and a Synergy Dragon. Which side do you want?
Who did you make this with?
Tam J, aka Utis, on
Okay.
Discord.
It's tough to give up a Dragon, but it sounds like he got a lot for it.
It is very tough to give up a Dragon, and it sounds like he did get a lot for it. Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't really want to be involved with that.
Yeah, I
Because
could see
Tam J
that.
gave up a lot.
But it sounded okay. I'm just playing devil's advocate though, right? Maybe it's like he had to pay up by traded more because he didn't have funds to buy it. What are Dragons going for right now? Do you know?
I mean, none of it is 88.
Okay, well that's substantial. But
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you
hey,
add all this stuff together, and it's getting close
it's
to that number for
probably
sure.
worth. Yeah. But too, it's possible he had some Dragons to burn, as it were, and wanted to expand elsewhere. So maybe it made more sense from him.
Well, I mean, I think he's down to 3 now, but he's pretty heavy everywhere else too.
bargain bin right now. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's got 3 Dragons. Yee.
Yeah. Yep. So I had an interesting week of work, and one of the most interesting parts
Are we talking about sandwiches now, or what are we talking about?
No, we're talking Sandwich Guy.
Did you have a Sloppy Joe?
No,
Okay.
but the Sloppy Joe owner came into work, and about this happened over the course of 2 weeks, but we had these lifesavers, the Wintergreen ones, the white ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the Wintergreen's the best one.
They're the best. Yeah, I like them. They're real good. We had these lifesavers. They must be a year old. We had like one of the, I don't even know where they came from. They were in the pantry, and my wife jammed a bunch of them in a mason jar and said, "Would you bring these to work?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll just put them on my desk." So I put them on my desk, and they're good. I'll pop one, but you can't have more than 2 in a day, and they got to be separated by like at least 3 hours, because these things, like, they're pretty powerful, right? And so my mind was blown, dude, because the Sloppy Joe guy came in and saw these things on the desk and just, goes right for it. And dude, like when I have one, I pop it in, and then I'm sucking on it for a good however long. And then when it gets kind of brittle at the end, then I'll chew it and swallow it, right? Is that how you would go about it? Well,
yeah. I probably wouldn't take as long with it, because I don't like when it gets brittle. But I'm not like just going right into it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this guy is going into it like it's peanuts, dude. Just like popping it in, crunch, 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 gone, on to the next one. And literally in about a 10 to 15 minute span, had to have crunched at least a dozen. And my mind was just blown. I couldn't believe it. He wanted to tour the facility basically after this little powwow that he had with my mints, and I'm walking behind him, and it's like a trail of ice breath. Like you can smell the ice breath from behind him. It's crazy. But wow, I mean, my stomach hurt watching that. Wild.
It's not the worst smell though, right?
No. I mean, the smell on his breath, it was fine, but just the fact that, those things, I feel like that would just tear your stomach up. I mean, brutal.
Well, I mean, he does eat those Sloppy Joes, so I don't think so.
Yes. So the last time he brought these things in, he brought in paninis from the same place. I was like, oh man, this is a massive step in the right direction. There was no coleslaw on it. It was great.
They were good though, but you didn't talk about that.
Good. Those were good.
We need to keep a scorecard of this guy.
I get scolded, man. I get scolded by the interns for bringing this stuff up.
But is this, so he got these mints from you because your wife gave them to you to put in? So this is Mrs. Popper's fault.
Yeah, probably.
Is that what you're saying?
I told her what happened. She was as baffled by it as I was. She's like, actually, her first words was like, "Does he know how old those are?" Because they got to be a year old. I have no idea where these things came from. We must have had a massive bag of them. I have no idea.
Oh,
where
they're good for years. I'm
Oh,
sure.
for sure. Like they haven't
Sure.
changed, but yeah, they were just in the closet for a long time.
Remember how big lifesavers used to be? Like
Yeah, the rolls.
The rolls, yeah.
Yeah.
The main one with all the different colors. That thing was always cool to look at. The butterscotch, right? That was good.
Yeah,
You know,
that's one. That's the one. That was my favorite.
butterscotch.
The butterscotch flavors.
Oh,
yeah,
so good.
Those ones are the ones like you can eat a bunch of those, like because they don't kill you. I mean, it's not like an orange Tic Tac.
No. But Tic Tacs, I feel like you got to take a bunch of them.
Oh, for sure. But even like, I mean, the orange ones, you can do damage.
Oh, the orange ones are candy. They're not like those aren't helping your breath. I don't think. Right? Yeah. Forgot about the orange ones.
No.
Yeah. I think Wintergreen's my favorite.
Well, man, I didn't really have too much else other than really?
Go ahead.
Even over over any of the flavors?
What are the other flavors?
I think there's a pineapple one too. That's the white one. That's the white one. That's what I'm talking about. The white one.
Is it? No, I think Wintergreen's the way to go. Wait, there's what is all these? They got peppermint trash. I think is always. I mean, we're like in the holiday season. What's your stance on peppermint? Popper.
Peppermint, like
you like peppermint?
Well,
like candy canes, like
I like
the traditional. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't hate it. I like it. I would have a little bit. I'm not a big same thing with like peppermint patties. You remember those York peppermint patties?
Theta York knows all about those. He just calls them peppermint patties.
Yeah, because they're his.
Yeah, you can only have so many of those, and then the
yes.
Oh yeah, sell the big ones, which you can.
They're too big.
I'd have trouble getting through that. Too big. You need the smaller ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the big ones were too big for sure. Mini ones.
They were, but I'd rather have a peppermint patty over peppermint.
Peppermint, your standard
spearmint. Get it out of here.
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen's fine, but peppermint and spearmint, get it out of here.
What about Big Red?
Cinnamon? I like cinnamon. You don't like cinnamon
Big Red
or flavors?
I mean, Big Red is.
I haven't had it. Do they even make it anymore?
I don't know, man. That was back in the day for sure.
Those commercials, that long goes on and on. Da, 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 da,
yeah.
Da, 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 so say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Something with Big Red. Right?
Yep, exactly.
Not a proud sponsor, Big Red.
No,
if they even exist.
No. Wish they would be though. Hey.
So you like peppermint and spearmint?
I mean, I about as much as I like the Wintergreen Lifesavers, like I would have one. Yeah, I would. I think
Wintergreens are great.
Nice little. Lifesavers. It's a nice little breath freshener after coffee.
I know you're trying to save everyone from this because you tried to end it already, but gum. What about slices of gum? How many slices of gum do you take at a time?
Yeah, more than one.
Okay, definitely. Yeah. I got a big mouth, so I have to.
Honestly, my favorite though, which I haven't had in a while, I did have a little bit this year. One pouch is the Big League Chew.
Oh, disgusting!
What do you mean disgusting?
Bubblegum flavor? That bubblegum flavor is the worst flavor. Bubblegum flavor is awful.
What flavor are you doing?
I know there's other. They make other flavors.
I just like
like
Big
League Chew is almost like give me fruit stripe gum. Give me fruit stripe gum because that flavor's not lasting. So why am I wasting my time?
Fruit stripe.
Big League Chew is not lasting. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Big League Chew is not lasting much longer.
Okay.
And it's a gateway to dipping.
No, it is not. Stop it.
Oh, it is. It is.
It is.
Hear me out, because people I played Little League with, they would have Big League Chew, and when they started playing baseball in high school, they were dipping. So
they were not dipping playing high school baseball. No way.
They were.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
They were.
That's ridiculous. I don't believe a minute
They
of
were
that.
they were doing it in class. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All because they
But
ate Big League Chew.
I'm just saying, it seems like it's a gateway. Had they maybe had not had Big League Chew, then they wouldn't feel the need to have, disgust and shit in their mouth.
Maybe they watched The Sandlot. And that was
Oh,
why.
they probably did.
Yeah.
No, I've had it, but I gave up baseball, so I don't have to worry about having it again.
There you go.
Ugh. All right. Well,
Yeah, but are you serious about Fruit Stripe?
I'm saying, what's the point? Like, Fruit Stripe's delicious. However, it doesn't last no time at all. But I'm saying Big League Chew's not far from not lasting at all. So, like, you're comparing apples to apples here.
All right. So how many slices of you have whatever gum you want? What are you going for? What flavor? How many slices?
Gum? Probably going for some kind of either a cinnamon or a wintergreen gum, like an Orbit or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me. I'm not into the wintergreen gum.
Yeah, what are you into, Popper? Big League Chew, but we know that.
Big League Chew.
You're a pack a day.
Bubblicious. Yeah.
Bubblicious, get the hell out of here. You're not Bubblicious. And are you serious?
Why not?
That doesn't last any time either.
So what?
Oh
no gum lasts, bro. No gum lasts. No. Bazooka, dude, you're gonna break your
Bazooka
teeth.
Joe? I'd rather have, at least there's
broken teeth.
You're not losing. No, but you're not. One, it comes with a comic, and then at least the flat ones.
Yeah, and it takes the.
Yeah, but there's some resistance. There's no resistance. There's no resistance on Big League Chew.
I'm not looking for resistance.
The gateway gum. You need
this
resistance.
Isn't an episode of the Star Wars.
All right. Well, I guess
for real. I mean, what else? What else is there? Oh, so I like the what's it? Comes in like the 15 pack. You know what I'm talking about? Is it extra? The watermelon kind?
Oh, like the plastic pack?
It's cardboard. You flip it open and it's got 3 rows of 5. Oh. You know what I'm talking about? I think it might be extra.
I know something similar.
Watermelon.
Yeah. I could do that, but I wouldn't want to have a whole pack of it spread over a period of time. Like, I put a couple slices of watermelon gum in my mouth. I'm probably not going to want it for another year at that point.
Yeah, like
I'm not.
Wow.
Like I like the flavor. I don't, because I think I like the strong stuff, cinnamon and wintergreen. It's strong. Some people have weaker palates.
How many slices are you taking?
Well, it depends how big the gum is.
I don't disagree. I don't see black.
Right. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
So you were a Big Red guy. You'd love it. You'd love a pack.
No, I've had Big Red. Sure, it's the same thing as any cinnamon gum, though.
That was pretty heavy cinnamon, though. Warm.
Was it?
Yeah, Big Red. That brought the heat.
Then I probably did like that. Yeah, I did. It came in that big pack, though, too.
Well, or there was the 5-pack.
Yeah, but that's with the 25 cents thing, but you buy it in a bigger thing. Yeah. Well, all right, we'll table this.
Well, there's no way
or cut it all out.
Still. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I stopped listening.
All right, man. Well, good times as always. And hey, listen, I'm gonna get us. We are gonna get this interview next week. I promise. Kind of.
I saved last week, and you bumbled this week, but cool.
You did save last week, and probably the entirety of the Pinecast and its future.
Hey,
that was awesome.
Kyler was another ratings bonanza, so he's always welcome.
Dude, Kyler's great. Yeah. That was awesome. All right, man. Good stuff. And good luck with the second half of this game and all your parlays you got going on that are dead now, pretty much.
Gonna fail? Yep.
All right, dude. We'll see you guys on the boards.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter @JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a scumbag hat production
In association with Pam's Day Spa.